Hello, hello. Happy Monday. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. Let's make sure we are up and running. It looks like we are good to go. So, welcome to this week's live Monday music motivation. Sorry, I ran out of time to shave this morning, so I'm a little more unkempt than usual. And I had a really awesome spring break last week. I was on a spring break from my university teaching, so had a little bit of extra time and was working like crazy on some really fun new stuff, including a live workshop that I'm going to be doing this Friday on April 4th, 2025. So if you're watching this live and you're with me for this live Monday Music Motivation, mark your calendars for April 4th, where I'll be doing a live training. I'll talk more about that in a little bit and tell you where you can get registered and all that good stuff for that. And it is kind of on topic with what I wanted to talk about for today's Monday Music Motivation, which is talking about shortcuts. And I think this is one of the things that especially adult learners learning to play the clarinet, and especially self-taught learners, are always kind of looking for shortcuts and ways to get faster results, which I think is great. And I think there are some powerful shortcuts that can get you way faster results than just kind of going at it on your own. But I also think shortcuts can be a trap. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today, is just to be careful of those shortcuts that may be a trap. The thing with shortcuts, the things that make them kind of a trap is when you think that it's going to be this kind of one simple thing that magically makes a really quick difference. And there are some things that are exercises and things that you can do that do make an immediate quick difference. And that's what gives us this feeling and this idea that there are shortcuts, and there must be a shortcut to playing the way that you want to play, because there are some shortcuts that magically make things better. One that comes to mind that's one of my absolute favorites is buzzing for articulation quality. So if you're struggling with a good staccato or even legato articulation, and you're getting kind of thuddy or grunty articulation, especially up in the upper clarion, if you can buzz it, then it makes it magically better. So if I was playing like a scale like D, 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 and it was kind of getting a little bit mushy and really kind of thuddy and not good clear sound, I might try buzzing that and go. And you don't have to get the pitches exactly when you're buzzing. The better you can get the pitches, the better, but at first the pitches don't matter at all. Just getting that continuous, that kind of continuous resonance and vibration to the lips is what matters, because that's how the reed's vibrating. And then I do the scale again and it's immediately better. So that feels like a shortcut where it's like buzzing makes things better immediately. This is a shortcut to good articulation. And to some extent it is, and it works pretty well. But there's other things and other kind of shortcuts that we might find that don't work so well and don't yield as good of results, where we're like, ooh, if I get this new mouthpiece, or if I have this certain piece of equipment or this certain reed, this will make my progress go so much faster and so much better. And at the end of the day, some of those things are a wild goose chase. So you have to be really careful when it comes to the shortcuts you're pursuing. Yes, all of us want to get better faster, which is great. And I think that's really valuable to be able to get better faster. But we need to make sure that the shortcuts we're taking are building good fundamentals and actually helping us develop the playing that we want. And I find much, much, much more often than not, the fastest shortcuts and the most effective shortcuts are just doing the simple things more perfectly, more accurately, with more control. And it's when you can do things correct and in control that you're able to pick them up quickly and go faster with it and feel better about it as well. And that's one of the biggest misconceptions about shortcuts, is we think, I need a shortcut to being able to play fast, or I need a shortcut to being able to understand this rhythm. And we find shortcuts that we think are shortcuts that kind of work as a band-aid solution, but it only works on that one thing that we're doing. If it's a tricky rhythm, we maybe listen to it and we sing along to the rhythm we're listening to it, and we can feel that rhythm at that tempo of the recording, but we only feel that rhythm in that context of that specific piece, and we didn't develop the skills to be able to see that rhythm or even see similar rhythm patterns in other music. And that's where shortcuts can actually take more time, is when they're band-aid solutions to things. So when you're looking at shortcuts and trying to do things faster and more effectively and learn more quickly, it's almost always going to be a shortcut that makes your fundamentals stronger. So on Friday, this Friday, April 4th, 2025, I'm going to be doing a live training on Zoom that you are invited to. That's going to be all about this shortcuts that are actually meaningful. I'm calling the training 3 shortcuts to becoming a confident clarinetist and musician. And we're going to be talking about both the clarinet and music side of things. And the idea behind this is, if you're somebody who's been playing the clarinet for a while now, but you don't really like to tell people that you play clarinet because you're kind of terrified that your friend or family is going to be like, oh, cool, you play the clarinet? Like, play something for us. And you don't have the confidence to play something for your friends and family. That's what this training is kind of targeting, giving you the specific actionable shortcuts, the ingredients that you need to be able to have that confidence in performance to be able to play for your friends and family. So if that sounds interesting to you, go to quickstartclarinet.com/confidence. That link is in the description below, and you can get registered for that. And everybody who's registered will get a replay of it and be able to check that training out. And then last but not least, let me get my practice template here pulled up for you. And I'm going to add the training to that as well, because that's going to be great for everybody. There we go. So the template, practice template, it's a live Monday music motivation. We have to do that, right? Week, date for the week, reflection of how things are going, goal for what you want to achieve this week, and then your plan for when you're going to make it happen. And Friday at 8:30 a.m. Mountain Time, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time is the 3 shortcuts to confidence training. It's going to be really awesome. Take these times, put them in your calendar, get them ready to go. If you want to download that exact template, you can go to quickstartclarinet.com/get started, or of course just make it for yourself as well, and actually commit to those things, especially the live training on Friday. And again, like I said, if you aren't able to do that live, I know it's not a great time for time zones, certain time zones, but I'm back to my university teaching and back to being really busy, so I had to fit it in there when I could. So if that time zone doesn't work for you, do still get registered, and you'll be able to watch a recording and replay of it, technology willing, if all the recording goes correct. So that's going to be on Friday. Get all your practice time in there, fill out your practice template, and get that going so that you're in good shape for a fantastic week of practice. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Be mindful of shortcuts. Find shortcuts that give you a stronger foundation that you can apply to everything, because that's where it will actually be a shortcut, rather than just band-aid fixes that make you able to do the very specific thing just in that context more quickly. So happy practicing this week. Have a great week, and I'll see everybody next time on the next live Monday music motivation. Have a great day and great week, everybody. Bye.